Welcome to our lecture online. Sometimes when we're trying to find the common factors, especially the numerical common factors, it may not be so obvious what that might be. So here we're going to show you a couple of techniques and a couple of things to look for. So when we take a look at this one right here, we notice we have 24x cubed plus 18x squared plus 12x. We did this one already in the previous video, but now we're going to look at it differently. First, what we're going to do is see if the smallest of the three numbers evenly fits into the larger 2. Now 12 does fit into 24 evenly, but not in 18. Otherwise, the smaller number or the smallest number would be the common factor of all three. So the next thing we can do is find the factors of each of those three numbers. So with the number 24, notice we can divide that by 2 to get 12, divide it by 2 to get 6, and divide by 2 again to get 3. So the factors of 24 are 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Now we do the same for 18. We divide by 2 to get 9, and we divide that one by 3 to get 3. So the factors for 18 are 2, 3, and 3. And finally, we do the same for 12. We can divide 12 by 2 to get 6. We can divide 6 by 2 to get 3. And so the factors of 12 are 2 times 2 times 3. Now, the common factor for all three can be found as follows. What we're going to do here is we're going to look for all the common factors here. We have the common factor of 2, 2, and 2. So notice that the factor 2 appears in all three. We want to find where it appears the least number of times. And so that would be right here. It only appears once here, twice there, and 3 times here. Since it appears once, we're going to circle it there. Then we'll look at the number 3 and notice it appears over here, and over here. The number must appear for all three. But we're going to circle where it appears the least number of times. It only appears once here, it appears once there, so it doesn't matter which one we circle. We can circle this one. Here it appears twice. We don't want to do that. So it turns out that the numerical coefficient common to all three will be 2 times 3, which is 6. And that's how you can determine the numerical coefficient. Now, when we know that, we're going to apply it. So this can now be written as 6. The coefficient for the variable will be x because it's x to the smallest power, 1. And then the remaining part would be 4x squared plus 3x plus 2. And that's how you find the coefficients or the factors of that polynomial. When you take a look at this over here, notice that these are fairly large numerical coefficients. And notice that the smallest one, 30, evenly fits into 150 and 270. The way you can quickly check is notice that if you get rid of the zeros everywhere, 3 goes into 15 5 times, and 3 goes into 27 9 times. So you can see that, yes indeed, 30 would be the common factor. So this can be written as 30. And then for the, let's see here, for the variable, we can say that x would be common for all three. So that leaves us with x plus 30 goes into 150 5 times. X times x gives me x squared plus 30 goes into 270 9 times. And the x is already out. That's common. And so that would be the result. And notice we could then simplify by adding the x to the 5x to give us 6x, but we'll just leave it like that. If we then look at this next one, notice it looks very similar to what we have over here. But instead of having an 18x squared, we have a 36x squared. Again, what I will look for is I will look for the smallest number to see if it fits evenly in the other two, and it does. 12 goes into 24 twice, and 12 goes into 36 3 times, so we can factor out a 12 as a common factor. So this can be written as 12 times, I can also factor out, let's see here, an x, right? Because we have an x cubed, x squared, and x, so that means 12x would be the common factor, which leaves them with a 2x squared plus a 3x plus 1. To check, 12x times 2x squared, well, that gives us 24x cubed. 12 times 3 is 36, x times x is x squared, 12 times 1 is 12, x times 1 is x, and so we did that correctly. But what we could also do is we can do the same like we did over here. You can see that 24 can be subdivided into 2 and 12, which can be subdivided into 2 and 6, which can be subdivided into 2 and 3. The number 36 can be divided into 2 and 18, 18 can be divided into 2 and 9 can be divided into 3 and 3. And finally, the number 12 can be divided into 2 and 6, which can be divided into 2 and 3. Notice that the factors of 24 are 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. The factors for 36 are 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. And the factors for 12 are 2 times 2 times 3. Again, we follow the same technique. We find all the common factors. 2 are common for all three numbers. It appears twice here, twice there, and 3 times there. So I circle the fewest number of times the number 2 appears for any one of the numbers. The numbers 3 appear in all three. I pick the one that appears the least, either here or there, which is 1, which means that the common factor would therefore be 2 times 2 times 3, which would be equal to 12. And sure enough, that's the number that we found to be the common factor. But again, if you don't see it right away here, you can always do this and come up with the common factor this way. And that is how it's done.